Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at NVDA, AMD, Tesla, and MU. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. If you like these videos, go to my website. They're free. Or click down here in the bottom right-hand corner and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Traders, looking for a new broker? Check out venomtrading.com/promo/StockBookie. Or give them a call and tell them I sent you. All right, so NVIDIA daily chart, 11 million on the day, $6.27 red, 2.59% red on the day. We did close below this trend line, down, sideways, below the MAs. Let's see if this 20 MA curls into price. It could possibly send this down. Let's see if it gives us a pattern. Well, let's see if it just starts dropping. If we get some follow through and we close, I think easily this area right here, guys. I love this for a bounce, but I got to see how it goes into that area. If it goes straight into it, maybe. I still like this one a little bit as well, the 210 area. If you go to the weekly, you also have the 50 MA at 213. So anywhere in that area, you're going to have really good support. If this thing slices through this, just step aside on these. Then you're gonna fill this gap right here around 199. The 200 area too. That's where I'll probably be stepping up, depending on how this one goes. If we just fall, boom, boom, and then get one more, then possibly we have a gap filled down here as well at 193.95. So still in the channel, guys. I'm getting ahead of myself, but great bull retrace, stays up there, and then just falls apart. Pretty incredible moves. We had the trend line coming off here right to that area, right back down to this area now. Look where it's holding. We close a little bit below it right now, so just keep an eye on this. Volume was okay today. I thought we'd had more with this kind of selling, but let's keep an eye on this. If this starts picking up, then you better look out, guys. AMD. AMD back below the 20 MA. Yesterday we closed right on top, so slightly still bullish here, but a nice pullback. We did have a short trade on this one. Me and my members. We took this one short on, let me look, 618 at $17. So on this day, we took a short, $17, okay? Shares. We didn't take puts or anything like that. On 621, right here, I think that's 621, yep. When we sold off, or covered half at 1557, okay? So it came back down. Almost at the lows, guys. I was like, because I knew we had some support down in here. God, it's like, you know what? I'm taking half off. I don't care. If it pops back up, I'll do it again and short it again. And then a couple days later, on the 25th, we took this thing off at 1495, and that was this bar here when we were coming in. We hit Fibonacci here. We bounced back up, and we were coming, down to these lows here. I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm out. So got a small trade on it. Who cares? But only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Got a pretty good gain on it, and thank you very much. That's what I'm looking for on these trades. If we get more for whatever reason, great. Should we have sold half of the half and kept the quarter? Yeah, maybe. But it's okay. We took it to the bank, and this thing comes back down here. We'll take it long then. So right now we're just going to wait for pattern, see if it stays below the 20. Still a little bit strong above the 50 and the 200, but too big of a move, guys. Too big, too far, too fast. Gosh, this reversal too. Could have easily hopped on board. If this thing retraced back to here, you just get out of it and say, thank you, we gave it a shot, wait for lower prices. There's a gap fill down here, some other areas, right around 850, but my gosh, look at that run. Right into these areas too. And we waited patiently. God, look at that. We got it on the first hit. I was like, I got to take it. If it goes up a little bit more, I'll add up in here. Next area, maybe 18, and then hold. And instead, boom, came right back in. You got to get interested right in here. Even if it was only 1,000 shares. Take 2,000 or 3,000 shares, whatever. Nothing big. Even 500 shares, guys. Nice couple dollar pullback. Boom, get out. Take the grand. Say thank you very much. On to the next one. Great trading vehicle. We're at the top of the range again. Here's the range. Around $9 or 973, 950. And the range was around 1560 to 16. We did get above that. But you know what? What do we do when we go up? We always overshoot, $10 or $5 or $1.50, $2. If this was a $100 stock, it would have overshot $10, $15. Instead, it's at $15 stocks, so it overshoots $1 or $2. So it gets up into the 17 area, boom, pulls back, and gosh, markets keep going, guys. It's going to be a market trade. SPY, Qs, IWM keep selling. Everything's going lower, guys. I don't care what it is. So areas of support to watch was this low here. This is the daily, so around 1433. You got a gap fill right here around 1372. And then, of course, the 50 MA and this trend line right around the 1330. So that's going to be real good support down in here. But I think if we just boom, boom right into this area, I'll be waiting down here possibly. And gosh, I still like this. That there's a huge gap to fill. Ay, ay, ay. Maybe 11 bucks. But we'll see. Again, greatest trading vehicle, or one of the greatest. So I'm going to start trading this one more. If it retraces, I'll look to short. If it comes in, I'll look to go long down in here somewhere. But this is a great trend line right here. We broke out, coming right back in now. So be careful on AMD longs. We did close below these highs. I don't like that if you're long. But if we get right back above it, let's keep an eye. Maybe we come back up, fill the gap tomorrow. Maybe we get a big update tomorrow. The way these markets going, anything's possible at this point, guys. So let's keep an eye on AMD. I have no position at this point, but longs, gosh, take some profits, especially if you were down here. I mean, if you've been in this area for the last couple of years, you had to be cost averaging, so you're probably down 11 bucks, 12 bucks on the long. Man, you start hitting 17, get out. See you later. So that was a good trade. We were out for my members. And even on, let's see here. On Tesla here, same thing, guys. We run into this big trend line. This is the weekly. Let's go to the daily. Show a little more short term. This was up $2.50 on a pretty good down day. It held strong. So hats off to Tesla. Maybe he tweeted. And this one had 8 million shares traded, or 0.73% green on the day. We have a little doji. Man, I wish I would have saw this too. I mean, look at this. Right to the top of this inside bar. Comes in. Retraces back down. Look at that. Hits it like a brick wall, guys. Nice little gap, nice little gap down. And then boom, right out of the bat, some big volume comes in. You can see it on the 10-minute. Pretty good volume came in right here too, but they dropped it and just kept it. Markets were down on Monday. This one, gosh, straight back up. And then chopping around, brought it right back down, a little pop at the end. Right now, Tesla, volume was okay today. Right in range. Hit the gap fill, great support. 382 retrace, bounces back up, goes right back into more resistance. 346 to the 350 area with a big trend line as well. Couldn't stay above, came right back in. So still above the MAs in a strong stance. But, coming off this top with the selling it did, that tells me short-term retrace, next leg down. But what we're going to see, we'll keep an eye on Tesla. Nice retrace here. Let's see. Let's put this in here. I want to see more short term. Let's see what we can get. Yeah, look at that. So it hits the bottom, comes back to the 382 retrace, closes right above it. Look for 355 again, 350 area, and then 361.93. This is more short-term fib. We're going to see. It's got to get above this area. 352.10 now. So that was the big breakdown here. It's got to get up. Volume wasn't spectacular, but still going to have resistance with this one and this one coming down. Great support down in here. Gosh, I was looking for a little bit lower. Just couldn't do it. Retrace. Let's see if it comes back in. Weekly chart. Holding the 50 MA. That's the other reason why it bounced right back to the top. I mean, there's huge support. 50, 20, 200 MA. A lot of support down in here coming down. We almost got through it because remember, this chopping around is resistance going up. Now it's support coming down. So all this chop is support. So it's kind of just chopping like a buoy up and down. But main area right now, we're going to say this trend line here. It's got to get above that and close and then get some more volume going here on the weekly. Let's see what happens with that. This thing just comes right back in and comes in. Weekly close, it needs to stay above this big red candle too. The low would be 332. So if we close below 332 on Friday, we get below the 50, then I think we're definitely going to the 20, filling this gap. But, great support. Gap it up, moving averages. Why not put some more stuff out there just in case if it goes lower. All he has to do is tweet again, and next thing you know, it's off to the races. Crazy how news, huh? A little bit of tweeting. So let's keep an eye on this one, guys. Nice retrace on this inside bar. Red red bar. We played a couple of these today. And then let's go to MU. Yeah, Tesla, guys, just if you're long, just tighten the stops. This thing goes up and down so many damn times. I mean, this is another one that's in a channel. Look at the moves. Up, down. I mean, you can say the channel is right here too, right in this area. We'll put a trend line right there just to show it. Goes up, down, almost up, down into it, up halfway. Nice retrace, probably 5-0 retrace, maybe closer to 618. Right back down. It makes even higher lows. It's like, oh man, here we go. And they pierce it, retrace it again to these highs, and then dump it out. This was a pretty good bullish pattern though, guys. It was choppy, sloppy, but when it held this area here at the 275, consolidated and then just took off on news. So let's see if it comes right back down. I wouldn't doubt it, but still got to keep moving. Still got to get above these highs. I'm going to put this trend line in there too now. This is coming off this one here now. So if we come back in that area, that's another big trend line we got to deal with coming off these highs. So, all right, that's Tesla though. Volume was okay today on the daily, nothing special, but we'll see what it gives us tomorrow. Again, markets sell, this will sell. Markets stay buoyant, this should move higher. That's not MU, that's Tesla. Now, let's get into MU. MU, same thing. It did the same exact thing, guys. When we went up here, we shorted it, boom, retrace, bearish pattern, down. Comes in. This actually looked bullish here. Still down in this range below this pivot, though. Lower range, came right back in. Tested this low here. Never filled the gap. The gap would have been better, then it would have shot up, but straight back up, little W pattern. It tells you probably higher prices. Just can't chase it on this one. I mean, look when it got to this area here, when this breakdown bar was just like Then whatever news it got up, gapped it up. It was going to go down right there. Instead, it got some news, gapped up, went up for a couple days, double top pierce. And then boom, oh no, it's retracing, that's good again, then it's shoot, then here we go, and then they dump it. So, and we closed below this pivot here at the low of the day, which is really, really bearish, but still buy the dip mentality. We still have a gap coming up and a gap window to the next gap fill right here at 51.02. I think we get to 50 and then possibly lower, and then get another bounce. We have another trend line here that I haven't put in yet. This is on the daily, and it's getting close, guys. That's why I like this area down here as well. I'm going to put it right there. And this thing pierces, but watch for the gap down. Remember, if they don't want to deal with support, what are they going to do? Gap it down. Just like if they don't want to deal with resistance, they gap it up. Just like here, it was chop and chop and chop, and finally they said, you know what, we're done. Gap it up, get this thing going. Volume's okay. Nothing, no great shakes today, even on a sell day. This one was down 233, 4.27% red on 52 million. So the volume was just all right on this one. Let's look at the weekly. Just be careful longs in these markets. They're really shaking and baking people up and down. This closed below the 20 MA too. Let's see what this does on the weekly. Following weekly charts as well. Here's your big trend line coming off that daily chart that we just drew in, and if that cracks, guys, boom, then we're hitting some other levels. Big level here, 44.62 if it gets down that low. I still think we can. Bigger level here. Let's see. I'm going to take it off this pivot. Yeah, look at the symmetry too in that. Jeez, I like that even better. If it comes down in this area, we might take a long, maybe. Market's got to stay light and stay buoyant. Maybe we dump into the holiday weekend, then holiday week we go up. Maybe we buy some calls then. We're going to have to see. Interesting markets going on right now, guys. We'll have to see what happens in the next couple of days. And then, of course, the Friday close. All right, guys, that's going to be it for the videos. Just watch volume on the SPY. That's very important. And just keep the trades small right now. Don't don't overdo it on these up and down markets. It's really hard to pick them when you're up 400, down 100, 300 up, 200 down, 500 up, 500 down. Let's see if we get this action. Markets are a little bit erratic. Follow the trade or the market, which would be the SPY, the IWM, the major indexes. Those stay buoyant. everything should be okay. Those start to sell more, step aside, these markets could have a nice pullback. So, all right, guys, again, thanks for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to become a member down here in the right-hand corner. And have a great day, guys. Have a great week. We're going to do some videos on the weekend updates, and we'll do a couple more, maybe the banks, to Apple and the Facebooks and Netflix and stuff like that. So watch for those. All right, guys, thanks again for stopping by. God bless. See you on the charts.